La Voix Humaine is a one-woman opera by Poulenc. It lasts only 50 minutes. It's really intense. It's a woman on the phone to her ex-lover, and she is trying to hold herself together, but she's clearly completely on the edge emotionally.
It's about a breakup and like heartbreak and a phone conversation. You know, most people have been through breakups. Most people have had phone conversations that last for 50 minutes.
Last night I meant to take a pill that would put me to sleep.
The audience gets a bit more up close and personal with the singer than would be the case at certainly the big opera theatres in London, both of which seat 2,000 people, so of course you can end up well and long away from the stage.
The way that the opera's written, it's really naturalistic. You really feel that you go on a roller coaster with her.
Sarah's got such a powerful soprano singing voice, and so in quite a small room, I think it should be quite sort of effective to kind of show that trauma, you know, from this big soprano voice in such a small space.
La Voix Humaine is based on a play by Cocteau, which was written in the 30s. Cocteau in particular was one of the first openly gay people living in 20th century Paris. He had a series of high-profile relationships, and obviously that was in itself very brave at the time. And we found it really helpful in rehearsals as something to draw upon some of the lives that we've constructed behind the story.
The whole Poulenc sound world is one of the most immediately recognisable 20th century composers. I think anybody who hears this will inevitably go away with Poulenc on the brain.
OperaUpClose exists to democratise opera, to bring the amazing stories and music of opera to as wide an audience as possible. And we just try to tell these stories in the most theatrical and engaging way possible, and often to tell them in more intimate settings than you might get in a traditional opera house. And that often reveals layers of the opera that people might not have experienced before.
I could swear we were talking just the same as always. All of a sudden I realised the truth.